Please rise for the Wales national anthem. Please stay standing for the German national anthem.
Conrad, pair, Vic, Conrad.
Oh yeah.
Attack! Drop off! Finish team! Don't get those!
And welcome to this first game of the 2019 Under-20 Men's European Championships. First game for Germany, first game for Wales. See, both teams have spirited national anthem singings. You see Wales wearing their wonderful green uniforms and Germany in their nice clean whites. I'm Ryan Whitmer, joined by Brian Wallace. Brian, how you doing?
Great, glad to be here. I'm really excited. It's a historic heat wave here in Prague, across Europe, but all the guys are ready to play.
And you will see, this is the 6:30 start time game. You will see that shaded area towards the bottom of your screen once we get to the face-off X here. That shade, the sun will come into effect later on in the game. Goaltenders will have much more difficult times dealing with that shot coming from the bench side on both ends of the field, whether it be a right-handed or left-handed, side of the field here.
I've got a personal connection to both of these teams, so I'm very excited to be up here in the booth with you, Ryan, on this game. Wales, of course, my first coaching position, and Germany, my most recent coaching position.
And you were an LDO, I believe?
I was. 2 years. I self-titled myself the NDO, National Development Officer, because I was alone in the whole
That's
country.
always fun, yeah. Well, I'm glad I'm not alone. Glad I got you on this. Oh, there's a nice move inside. Excellent help defense by the German defenders.
Number 22, Owen Braddock, taking that first chance for Wales.
And a successful clear by the Germans. We have heard a lot about this German team coming in. Unable to handle there. Was he passing? Was he shooting? Was he dodging? I don't think he knew.
I think number 18, Eskander Isa, made a little bit of a late decision.
And there's an offsides there for Wales. Let's see if the officials pick it up. They do. It was almost a very smart play by Wales, but his midfielder did not reciprocate on the... Doesn't matter. That goal will be good.
And there's another flag coming from the bench. Number 14, number 14 for Germany, Jacob Buckerman, with the first international goal for this German U19 team.
Now, did they just did the CBO pick up on the offsides late? Do you think it's the same flag?
We're going to see the relay from the official. It is the same flag. Offsides wiped out by the goal.
Because I did see that come late as well. I did see it come, and I was like, same one. Did we have a second violation? So we'll see. It should be a full strength. There he is there. The Welsh player sprinting out to the wing line on the far side.
Great start for this opening game. We've got end-to-end action. Both teams very excited to play. I talked to both coaches right before the game. German coach Pete DeSantis just recently won a German championship last weekend, and now he's here in Prague with this team.
And who did they beat?
They beat me, unfortunately, sadly enough, but it was a great game. We lost a fourth quarter lead with the Hamburg team, coached by Pete, Coach DeSantis. Just a really strong squad, and they did not give up till the end.
Now, are some of those Hamburg guys on this team?
There is a heavy Hamburg presence here on the U20 German team.
Bunch of Hamburg, Frankfurt, I heard.
Yeah, a bunch of Hamburgers and Frankfurters out here. A couple of Cologne guys,
Sounds delicious,
too.
Yeah. Smells great, yeah.
Smells great.
And this Welsh team is coached by my good buddies there, Rob Ingham Clark, as well as Kieran Garvey. Oh, excellent move inside. Can't handle, ball's loose. Who's really
Great help defense from the Wales defenders, collapsing the middle there.
They might be off Germany. I think we're going up on that one, yep.
Green ball off the end line. So a couple of early turnovers for the German team, despite the 1-goal lead. Obviously, all these teams familiar with the international rules. There is no clearing clock in FIL rules.
World Lacrosse rules.
Yeah, World Lacrosse rules.
Let's talk about that. So, yeah, if you hear us kind of stumbling over our words here with FIL versus World Lacrosse, everything now is a World Lacrosse rules. Oh,
turnover.
Wow, what a big hit. Talk about putting the fire out in a big way, huh?
That's number 7, Tom Sell.
Hmm.
Is he the guy that can eat 8 hot dogs in a minute?
Sorry, what's the number? Number 7? Yeah, we will see.
We got some very detailed notes from Wales head coach Rob Ingham Clark.
So that's Tom Sell. He's another captain. He's from the home club of Swansea.
Swansea.
You know what?
Used to be my team also.
These Welsh things. Yeah. So he's a. Did you have him as a junior player?
No, but I had his coach as a junior player. Started up in secondary school at Bishop Gore there in
Very
Swansea,
nice.
yeah.
So he's another captain. He's stifled by his caffeine addiction, and he's the old man of the team. He's the old man of a junior team.
Yeah, the old man of 20.
Yeah.
What I wouldn't give to be 20 again.
Yeah. Oh, wow. I think he made 2 saves on that one.
Big shot there by number 10, Lenny Noring of...
Oh, that looked weird. Oh, no. Oh, no. Please stop the clock.
Yeah, he went down.
That looked...
That's not good when you see somebody go down.
I'll tell you what, though. Let's give him a shout-out while we're at it, though. Niall Myers there, he made he is up and moving.
So it doesn't
he made
look
the
like
hustle play. If Germany had been able to hold on to that ball, they had 2 men open on the crease. While that is unfortunate to see that young man go down so early in this championship, he just made a hustle play that might have saved his team a goal.
I'm gonna guess that's just maybe hopefully some knee-to-knee contact, maybe
Yeah,
not
maybe
an ACL or something.
Maybe a little bang, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna knock on the wood table here
Yeah,
at the.
well, I'll put the
booth.
microphone right down. Yeah.
So ball goes back to Germany, even strength. I think we'll see a lot of invert dodging from behind. I was watching Wales warm up. They were doing a lot of 2-man dodging from behind the goal in their warm-ups. Inside look, great feed, and that's
a nice goal there.
And that's Jacob Bookerman again. So he's got both of the first 2 goals of this game for the German team. Both nice assisted goals. So Germany moving the ball well, playing good team ball.
Do you know much about him? What club is he with there?
To be honest, I don't recognize him. He's not one I'm familiar with, but he's playing a great game so far. Two top shelf finishes here in the first quarter.
He's a tall bean.
Yeah, Germany's got great size here. I would put Germany as a favorite to finish in with a medal at the end of this week.
Okay.
Purely based on size, experience, and then also, of course, being familiar with Coach DeSantis. Wales might also, though, be a big surprise, being relatively unknown.
And here's a break.
Fast break off the face-off, feed into the middle.
That was the correct play there. That was the correct pass. Great shot.
Just
a little wide,
yeah.
and you know what? If he makes that pass in the crease there, if I'm that low guy, you're not worried about where that ball goes. You just back that up.
Yeah, you're talking about the low attack.
Yeah, you're the crashing crease. I'm taking it at a 45-degree angle. Either playing the rebound or most likely backing that shot up.
Bad pass in the middle, can't pick it up.
No call
there, yeah. I think I see what you're looking at.
Yeah, I actually might agree with the no call there. Physical, I see what could have been called. I can see what Wales coaches were a little not animated. They're very reserved, poised guys. But, I would want that.
You know what my favorite call is, and it's perfect for that situation? Loose ball hold as we get a goal.
Oh, I'm a big loose ball hold guy, but I'm saying a no call in that situation is also all right. Was that the same guy? Was that Bookerman again?
That was not. That was number 24, Justin Wismer. Very nice guy. I played some box with and against him. He's also a referee. Great right to left split. Overhand bouncer on the run.
He's a referee and he's that young.
He's a young guy. He's teachable, coachable, and likable.
And willing to teach if he's a referee.
And he's also handsome.
He's handsome. How handsome? Like me or you?
I think he's handsomer.
Than both put together?
No, handsomer.
Not a chance.
Yeah. Handsomer than both of us on our own.
Yeah, that there's a chance. Yeah, that one's a good chance.
Here's our 4th face-off of the game here. Germany leading 3-0. I talked to Coach Rob Ingham-Clark before the game. He said his guys are really excited to be wearing the green shirt. Really excited to be here and even learning some of the Welsh language in preparation for representing Wales on the international stage. They said that was a really great honor for them.
Quite honestly, they might be the best sung anthem so far.
I'm a big fan of the Welsh national anthem. The traditional men's choir goes back centuries in Wales. They sing it before the rugby games. They're singing it here, and if you're not a fan of male choir, I suggest you get into it.
Never been my thing, but
I'm a big male choir enthusiast.
I got nothing for that. Good for you. Hey, your laundry's drying in my house, by the way.
Oh,
I forgot it this morning.
Yeah, I'm homeless and unemployed again, so I appreciate you taking in some of my some of my dirty laundry, I guess.
Yeah,
literally.
I deal with your dirty laundry.
So we'll take our first time out of the game here. Germany taking an early 3-0 lead here on day 2, and we'll take a break and come right back. I'm Brian Wallace.
I'm Ryan Whitmer.
Back here in the first quarter of Germany versus Wales on day 2 of the inaugural U20 European Championships. Thanks for joining us. I'm Brian Wallace.
I'm Ryan Whitmer. Germany with the ball here, top center, setting up for a nice midfield dodge there. Good, great defense there by number 12 for Wales. An excellent play in front. Good, hard physical dodge to goal by number 1 there.
Anton Vesa.
Anton Vesa.
So you got to make your V's a W.
You know, yeah, I know how to say these guys' names. Yeah, I know a handful of them. It's really hard to read them. And then, oh, that's probably gonna be a trip if I've ever seen one.
Good knockdown there by number 12 from Wales. Got his stick up. That's number 12, Harry Alty.
13 will serve the penalty there.
They gave him the 1 minute for the trip, so
yeah,
Germany will be up for 1 minute.
It's one of those rules. It's like, I know you didn't do that on purpose. I understand that. However, you did it.
And
so Paul Worthington will serve the penalty, aka wall ball Paul.
So it looks like Germany will take this timeout. So I guess that last timeout was a Welsh timeout.
Actually,
dead ball.
Rob Ingram Clark, the head coach for Wales, told me that wall ball Paul, the player serving the penalty, is the toughest collegiate athlete outside of North America.
Let's see if he can put on that toughness the rest of the 10 days here. This is, of course, a 10-day tournament.
In a legal way, you know, you were kind of putting him on the spotlight for having served a penalty, but he did make out a nice physical play before he got a stick kind of in the spokes of that German player there, Vess.
Yeah, it's a little bit unfortunate, but a great hustle play. Like you said, great defense up top, not giving up that topside dodge into the middle. So one of my favorite things when my German friends speak English, because of course in Germany a V is a
W,
and a W.
and a W.
So they quite frequently people will say, is that the right verb when they're speaking English? So it's fun.
That's fun. Yeah.
So I talk about verbs a lot.
So is a VW called a WV?
VW, yeah.
VW. Okay.
Yeah. Volkswagen.
Now we do make our German jokes at German expense, but let's talk about what lacrosse looks like in Germany, because I do believe that they might be the model for literally every other developing European nation.
You might be right, and I think a lot of that has to do with work that's gone on for 20, 30 years. But I'm a big fan of German lacrosse, obviously, having coached through the last 3 seasons. Little right side wheel.
That's a fantastic wheel play.
And a great save there from the Welsh goalie, number 2, Will McDonald.
Will McDonald definitely did bail the guys out there, but I think the credit goes to that German play. It's a simple wheel play. It's nothing crazy.
Something we've seen on the NCAA telecasts.
That's proper lacrosse.
Proper lacrosse. And
Proper lacrosse. Oh, here we go.
22, Owen Braddock on his way to the goal again. He's the one that took that first dodge, and he's chasing his own shot back. Man down. He went to the cage early in the game, and now we see him back here.
He had to do quite a bit of work there to track down his own backup.
Well, and he started the whole offensive possession with a clear.
That's going to be moving. Yeah, that is the correct call by the official there. Moving pick. You cannot make any contact with the player. Another defense. If say my team has the ball, we're doing a little bit of a 101 for non-lacrosse folks here. Oh, it's a little bit of a broken situation there. I bet that ball went up into the sunshine. You start to see that shadow creep into play here on your camera. It will be tough to see that ball coming from the
right side of the field to the left side when you're looking at the cage.
Yeah, correct. The bench side, whatever direction you're orientated here. A little triple team by the Germans here.
Germany on a 10-man ride. If you look in the middle of the field, the German goalie out of the cage covering an attackman.
Wow, I believe that's definitely the first time we've seen. I think this German team, and I'll go out on a limb right now. I bet they're the most prepared of the national teams present at this European Under-20.
Absolutely. One of the major benefits of German lacrosse being as developed as it is. Coach Pete DeSantis before the game told me that they have put in well over a year. They've held training camps all over Germany, and 100% of their players are products of German lacrosse. So they are, like you said, the most prepared here, and Coach Pete DeSantis runs a tight ship. Number 10, Lenny Noring, dodging from the high wing, rolls back, passes it back up top to Simon Wimmer. Good ball movement from the Germans.
You know what? That shot was not 1,000,000 kilometers per hour. That was just a simple play shot, and had that been 3 inches in, to the other side, I don't think the goaltender would have had a chance.
Yeah, great play from Lenny Noring. He's actually been playing for me the last 2 seasons in Cologne, and just an incredible athlete. He can shoot the ball over 100 kilometers an hour, which really isn't that fast when you think about the conversion.
I have no idea.
It's I think like 160 kilometers is
100.
like 100. Yeah. So, I mean, you ran the fastest shot competition yesterday
Actually,
at the Prague Cup.
one of the London Lions did get to 160. That was the record. Yeah.
Well, that was with a long pole, right?
Correct.
Great alley dodges and rollbacks. Fundamental lacrosse here from the Germans. The Germans
attack is the backside.
They're doing great ball movement, great assisted plays. You see it there.
Just simple lacrosse. Simple, correct, efficient lacrosse.
Felix Michelt, assisted from number 21, Simon Wimmer. So you can see the Germans off to a great high-powered start here, 4-0 in the first quarter.
The word that comes to mind is dangerous.
I would say they're very dangerous.
I'd say this German team, I have not seen a standout player. 14 there was, not 13, was it 14? The tall length, 14.
Justin Buchmer?
Honestly, Buckerman.
Buckerman, yeah.
Jacob, yeah. So
Jacob Buckerman.
He obviously had, I think, the first 2 goals, but the whole offense does seem to be like, hey,
very well balanced.
You will respect this look. You will respect this look. The face-offs, I believe they're shooting 100% right now.
Yeah, face-offs, number 28, Adi Sanchez from Frankfurt. I'm good friends with his family. He's a great guy.
Defense has been very, not. I want to say bullyish is in a bad way, but they're coming out
imposing.
Imposing is a good word.
Yeah, and I had a feeling that would be.
And the ride. I didn't see the 10-man. Good call on that with the goalie coming out there, but they were tripling on the ride.
Like you said, prepared is. That's one of their major advantages here.
And I think that, this is the first time you've joined me for a broadcast, but all my other broadcasts have talked about, how it's difficult, how the other teams are coming in unprepared.
Yeah, and that's part of the trouble with, or the challenges of coaching when you have players spread out between
you have some
North
small
America and
disagreement with the officials on the sideline there.
You did, or
no? There's one guy kind of signaling one way, and the other official, the lead official, signaled the other.
Yeah, when the ball goes out right in the corner there, that's where the responsibility for the sideline to the end line changes. So you've got 2 officials trying to cover their responsibilities at the exact point where that changes.
Yeah. So was it the last great save there.
High to high from Kai Sontowski, but a better save from Will McDonald.
You know what they say about high to high? It will not fly.
Is that what they say?
Low to low will not go.
High to low. You're in the flow?
Yeah, flow was definitely the word I was going to rhyme with. Low to high, it will get you by.
There you go.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it. I'm into it.
You'll
a little bit of a broken clear.
It'll get by. You will get by.
You'll get by with
you'll
low
get
to high.
by.
Yeah. Low to high will get you by.
So we will see Wales attempt to clear here with 30 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
And with the new rules here, you should see that clock stop in the last 30 of each quarter.
See, I heard you say that earlier. I think every game has been run clock in the past few games here. I was under the same impression you were. I thought it was stop clock in every period.
Yeah, the rules changes passed in Netanya, the AGM this summer.
A little bit of chippiness going on there.
6 seconds, 5. Got a fast. If he could have hold on to that, we might get a last second play.
Oh, I
2.
thought that was going to be a hospital.
And I'm looking at the clock, and it is over, and that goal will not count. Quarter had expired.
A great opportunity, though. Honestly, I thought that ball hit the ground there with about 5 seconds. I was like, all right, that's the end of that. Great way to pick that up, challenge your defender, move the ball on.
Yeah, I mean, we have to keep in mind that these are U19, U20 players. Some of them.
They don't play like it. They're playing like grown men.
They are.
This is awesome.
Yeah, this is great. Thanks for joining us here at the U20 European Championships, the inaugural U20 European Championships. We're going to take a short break here at the end of the quarter. Germany leading 4-0. Stay with us.
Not really a full game day, it's only 3 quarters. No, it's philosophically our game. We have one. We'll keep him in the shade. Was dann? Nicht. Wir haben noch 6 Minuten. Ja, 6 Minuten. Helme abziehen, Wasser trinken. Beide Wings müssen in den Platz halten. Den Tivo gehen nach hinten raus. Vielleicht zu weit draußen. Ihr habt hinter euch eine Anspielstation. Ihr seid, wenn ihr Tivo spielt, ihr müsst das Team hoch. Ihr müsst hier Gefahr ausfangen. Nee. So, du hast bleibst du auf der Ballseite des Treffers. So. Und dann kannst du ungefähr bis kurz vor der Frauenelf stehen. Dann kannst du 5 Meter nach oben. Weil du bist ein Look für ihn. Und ihr seid hier im Look. Nein, du bleibst hier. Erstmal. Weil hier ist der zweite Look und die sind dort und dann hätten wir wieder einen Look. Ja, und dann bauen wir neu auf. Ihr geht rein. Ja, das ist ein schwieriger Pass. Das ist ein ganz schwieriger Pass. Deswegen lieber, wenn der hier kommt, der Pass, schnellen Pass. Also 2 Schritte, gucken ob was da ist. Wenn es nicht da ist, ja, weiter geht's und jetzt dodgen wir. Ja, und dann wieder 3 Schritte, gucken ob was da ist. Nicht in diese Gegend kommen. Ja, sonst haben wir zu viel Raum. Wenn es nicht da ist, wieder raus und gucken was da ist. Dieser zweite Pass, der soll dodgen. Ja, das ist ein Redodge. Wir greifen die schwache Seite an. Haben Redodge, die Seite hoch und gucken, was geht. Kopf hoch und gucken, was geht. Was sind die Looks von diesen, wenn wir nach vorne spielen? Egal ob Corsi oder Tibo. Was ist der Look? Ja, der rechts an der Hit. Wann ist ein Freeze? Der ist ein größer. Wenn wir Tibo spielen. Genau, ist der Fischhook da? Wenn wir Corsi spielen, ist der da? Der andere Look. Was ist noch ein Look?
Wasser, Jungs, Wasser, wieder Helm anziehen, Wasser, nochmal
Der
kurz
Pop.
schön sitzen.
Ja, der
Minute geht's
kurz
weiter.
gucken ist der Pop-Block. Ja, der geht nämlich hier raus und hier ist ein Passweg. Enger an die Peitsche. Enger an die Peitsche. Enger an die Peitsche. Zweimal fahren Gole in der Stelle. Immer wenn der Ball im Aus ist. Wo machen wir die Picks? Wo ihr wollt, genau. Okay, wir fangen mit den Startern an wieder. Die Starter gehen wieder aufs Feld.
Defense habe ich ihm angesagt. Jungs, Cheers!
Zusammen. Deutschland!
And welcome back for the second quarter of this Germany versus Wales European Under-20 Championship. Welcome to Prague, Czech Republic. I'm Ryan Whitmer, joined by Brian Wallace. Germany takes the first face-off of the game here, continuing that domination of the face-off X.
Yeah, Eddie Sanchez Papantopoulos. His mom's Spanish, his dad's Greek, his feet are German.
What about his haircut?
His haircut is
French?
Czech. He's got a
Czech.
sweet mullet going right now.
Just got it clipped up here?
A fun fact, a mullet in German is called a Fukuhila, which means front short, long back.
I mean, that's very accurate.
Yeah, Fukuhila is my favorite word. Germany 100% on the face-offs, am I correct, Ryan? Brian's minding.
I don't know about 100%, but if they've lost one, they have not lost two.
So Germany faring very well at the face-off X.
Great double team there. Able to hold on to the ball there. Big shot from the outside. Beats him on the 5-hole. Who do we got here? For Germany, number 1, that's Anton Vess.
We talked about him earlier. Good assist from number 45, Noah Jacob, out of Frankfurt.
I don't know if that's his first. That's his second goal. at least the second goal.
We should probably be keeping some stats of some kind.
We have not been able to get the Wi-Fi connection to work up here in the booth. I do have my laptop with me. All your stats can be found via our website, www.ec19lax.cz. You can also head to pointbench.com. You'll have the 2019 European Under-20 Championships as a possible link there for all your up-to-date links, or all your up-to-date stats on games. Ooh, a little bit of a, oh wow, a little bit of a weird one there.
We got another Welsh player on the ground. Yeah.
Wales wants a push out of the call. Ends up kicking the player while he's trying to step over him. Have a player with a hand on the back there.
Looks like he's holding his kidneys there.
Yeah, you know.
Number 17, Aaron Eastwood.
I wear kidney pads because that's just not a fun place to get hit in.
Yeah, I've seen you wearing your ribs all over the place. You even wear them in the shower, don't you?
Sometimes. Only in Europe.
Great little give and go cut there. Couldn't connect in the middle. Ground ball in front of the crease.
Oh, here we go.
And there's Aaron
That's
Eastwood.
another one in the kidneys.
Yeah, he just got hit again. Great clear, great run from Eastwood. He's getting across the midfield line. See if he can get out of trouble here.
That's a great timeout called by Coach, I want to say Kieran Garvey called that one. It doesn't matter who called it. There was a fantastic timeout. 17, let's give him a little, let's get his name in there, huh? What do you say?
After a
That's
rough...
Aaron Eastwood. I believe we have some wonderful facts. Maybe Mr. Eastwood might be included. Aaron Eastwood, youngest player on the team. Born 5th of February 2003 and has been playing since he was 4 years old. That is truly a homegrown product. I would just like to say thank you to Coach Rob Ingram-Clark for that fact. It is nice to be the youngest player on the team. He's definitely not the smallest.
No, some good size out of the Wales squad. I would say the Germans are across the board a little bit larger, which is going to help them as they go deep into this tournament. I think the Germans are favored here for at least a medal, if not the making an appearance in the final game.
It will be an interesting pool once you get down to it. Ireland does have a win. The Czechs were not able to. Oh, no, sorry, that's the other side of the pool, isn't it?
I think that's the other group. Yeah.
Yeah. So we have Germany and Wales, obviously, and then you also have
England in this group.
England with Latvia. Correct?
Yeah, because they played earlier today.
Yes.
England, of course, winning big in that game.
So whereas you might think you'd see a German-English final, you're going to see it at least in the pool play stages. It could also happen again. You know, both teams will have the opportunity to play through should they advance out of pool play. So it could be a rematch in the finals. Two of the stronger preferred team or favored teams. But let's not count out Wales just yet. I believe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 out there. That's
so probably a little bit of a early tournament.
Oh, and they just sent another. Oh no, are they gonna get it? Yep, they got it.
So we've still got 7 on the field. We had too many men on the field coming out of the timeout.
And these are those mental errors. Actually, Coach Rob Ingram-Clark was up here in the booth with me before. We talked about this, and I said, hey, you know, a lot of these teams are making these mental errors, these too many, these offsides. What are you going to do to combat that? And he goes, well, I see that everyone else is doing it. You know, we're going to try our best. But, you know, unfortunately, early on in the tournament, it happens.
Yeah, everybody's so excited, and this is for almost all of these players, this is their first show on the big stage. And you're going to have some of that early on. This is a 10-day tournament. All the teams here are prepared for, you know, getting better as the tournament goes on. Unfortunately, while we're talking about mental mistakes, Wales there made a second mental mistake, adding the push to the offsides. So you follow a bad play with a bad play, and now Germany's 2-man up for 30 seconds here.
And you know what? If we're talking about a dangerous German team,
2 in the middle on the man up.
I think Wales really needs to make a stand here. You know, put some life back into the boys. Get a big save, get a big stop.
Yeah, it's a good time for momentum play here, and even just killing this 2-man down would maybe count as a momentum play right now for Wales.
Absolutely, get a nice little turnover, nice little clear, go on the offense, bang your first goal here.
Keep an eye on number 10 there, Leonard. He's a big outside shooter and a good inside finisher.
So
the wheels
one
turning.
is released. I don't know why there's not a second one. Doesn't not a whole lot of good they would do there.
Great one more pass from Lenny Noring to Jacob Bookerman.
That was
He's got
Book-
his 4th goal of the day.
It's third or fourth.
Third or
At
fourth.
minimum 3. So if my hat wasn't already off due to the extreme heat in Prague, I would have thrown it on the field.
You would have taken your hat off and tip your hat to him.
I'll give him a little salute.
So another assisted goal from the Germans. Leonard Noring, originally from Dusseldorf, currently plays at Cologne. One of his big role models is Dirk Robauer.
And who is Dirk
I
Rochbauer?
think he's a famous German astronaut.
I bet all German astronauts are famous.
It's true because there's only
Probably
like
not too
2 of
many,
them.
yeah.
Yeah.
I can't name any. Oh, great play there. A little hustle play there. Wales taking advantage of a loose ball.
I think Wales is going to have to take advantage of every loose ball, seeing as how the face-off and offensive.
That ball seems to
Possession.
be a loose. Wow, I don't know if I've ever seen a ball so close to the sideline for so long.
You're right, and it probably looks that way since we're so high and so far away. If you want to tip your commentators, we're collecting cups up here in the booth. We
Cups are worth 50 crinkles in the Czech Republic. Inflation has not. Actually, inflation did strike in after 2018. The cup was worth 35 crinkles, and now it's worth 50.
So if you collect enough of them, you can
Buy a house
you can buy, or a beverage.
or a beverage. Oh, that might.
I thought that was a good push right at the exchange, right when he threw.
Yeah, you know what? That's that fine line. You know what? They had a no call on that before, and that's consistency from the officials.
You know, it's interesting you bring up the officials because you don't normally, you personally don't like to give the officials much love.
No, I like to give them appreciation. Love, absolutely not. I don't love anybody.
It's because you don't have feelings.
I have some feelings.
I only have one feeling.
I feel sweaty.
That's the only feeling I have right now.
I feel tired.
It is after 6 o'clock. It's after 7 o'clock here in Prague, local European daylight time, and it is 39 degrees.
This could be a nice, easy clear here for Germany. I don't know what is.
So this is going to come down to the preparation. We had a goalie equipment.
Okay. Yep.
Wales pulled their goalie off.
But
They're doing some substitution, but they're still fixing the goalie equipment. And the officials letting Wales get their personnel on the field. Here comes the goalie back. They must have fixed, I think it was the throat guard.
We actually had that. No, actually, it wasn't the throat guard before. The Latvian goalie got absolutely rocked in the face mask. I've never seen this. The bar that's under the visor
The
there.
visor, yeah.
The bar popped above the visor. It forced the visor back, and the bar above it. Cascade, arguably the best lacrosse company in the world. Definitely the best helmets in the world. Latvia called them right up, said, "Yep, this is under warranty. We'll take care of you. But sorry, you're in the Czech Republic. We can't take care of you right now."
I mean, we're in the Czech Republic. I'm sure somebody's got a welding torch and a car jack that they can. And another great assisted goal from the German offense.
Has every goal been assisted?
No, Justin Wismer's alley dodge lefty bouncer was unassisted, but so far, yeah, I think the German team is running on 75-80% assisted goals right now.
The English team was very good at that earlier.
That's team ball. That's what you want to see here out of these young players, which means they've been getting proper coaching, good instruction.
Especially as this one maybe run away from Wales. I hope it doesn't. I hope we get a good game here. But if this does run away from Wales, we know what if you're Germany, you know what your individual talent will be, right? You know that this guy can beat this guy, but you want to see that team play evolve because that's what's going to take you. That's what's going to get you across the line in, let's say Saturday. Was it Saturday's the final?
Yeah.
Friday's the semis. Those are the days you're aiming for.
Absolutely, I think you're right, Brian. I just figured it out. We have some of the timeouts we've been commenting on are not team timeouts; they are hydration timeouts. So here at 39 degrees after 7 o'clock in the evening, we are at World Lacrosse Hydration Protocol Level 3.
DEFCON 3.
We're at 3. So there are extra water breaks in the middle of quarters, and the intermissions between periods and between quarters are longer. So we will take another hydration break here. take time at home to get yourself a cool, tasty beverage.
Let's get your own hydration break. You know,
And
just because you don't need it necessarily. You probably have AC in your home, or if you're in the Czech Republic, you probably don't. But you know, hey, just go grab yourself a water. Mix in a water.
And we'll be back here in just a few moments when you come back with your tasty beverage. I'm Brian Wallace.
I'm Ryan Whitmer.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
Halbe Stunde Lacrosse, noch nicht mal nach 20 Minuten. Einmal unseren Pimmel ausgerollt. So wollen wir Lacrosse spielen. Also hat man bei den Kämpfen schon gedacht, dass er ein bisschen nervös wird. Außer Victor, der ist sehr unruhig. He's the creative.
And welcome back to the second quarter of Wales versus Germany. We've just had a shout out, haven't we, from on social media?
Yeah, we've gotten a few people writing in telling they're watching the games, really enjoying seeing the teams play. Write us on Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, text message, passenger pigeon.
Yep. It's at EC not at EC Lax, EC19 Lax on Instagram. I believe it's the same on Facebook, Twitter,
all of those
Pinterest.
things.
Yeah, you name it, man.
What's that one that you use a lot? Grindr?
Yeah, I'm a Snapchat guy personally, but yeah, just give us a shout out, get a hold of us, tell us you want your name shouted out loud there, and I shut my phone off a couple days ago just because if you're running a championship event, the best way to do things is just do the things that are in front of you. It's a little hard to handle the messages, but
you have a lot of experience with championships, don't you?
Yeah, I was on the 2018 World Championship organizing committee. That was a lot of work there, and that's where I learned the shut your phone off. Oh,
big ride from the German.
He held on to that ball,
offense.
didn't he?
He did, and he drew a foul out of it, which is a great hustle play from Owen Braddock. He's looking for the quick restart, but
I don't think he knows there's a flag.
Yeah, he's got to get across the midline. He's going to get a quick restart in international rules. Of course, the clock is running, so the restarts after penalty administration are typically faster.
They aim to be, yeah.
Try to be.
When they do it right, it's actually very efficient. You're definitely not going to get a quick whistle advantage out of a penalty, but the sooner the better.
You do sometimes. That penalty on Lenny Noring during that heavy ride, I think Germany was lucky to get out of there with just one.
Just one, yeah.
Anytime you've got
they were
five,
all over him,
anytime you got more than three in there, you're going to get something.
Yeah, you really can't, There's only so much body to hit if there's only four of you.
Great pressure from number 25, Andrew Proper, also a player from Cologne, disrupting that Wales man up.
They don't want to Wales is not allowed to breathe without, a German guy right there to make sure he's not threatening their goal.
A lot of that pressure has come during the clear, too. Wales really having trouble getting into any kind of a settled offensive possession, which
I don't think we've seen a settled offense.
Yeah.
We have seen Welsh players running by somebody and just getting to the goal. They have not been able to find the back of the net. But I don't know about as far as settled offense. I don't think we have not seen Wales yet.
No, and we certainly haven't seen any kind of a set play or a, second, third dodge rotation like we've seen from the Germans with
Might see a double team here, but I think they have been released from that penalty. So
substitution game coming here. Nope. Number 17 for Wales. Aaron Eastwood does not
Wisely does not go.
Yeah, that was good.
He was a little late there. He understood what he wanted, but
looking like a setup for a sweep dodge here. Here's Vesa. Nope, takes the alley from the high wing, rolls back. Pass to the middle doesn't connect. You'll see the over and back rule here. Play on,
Yeah.
loose ball push.
Yep, a loose push there.
Good call by the officials. So that was number 5 for Germany. Pierre Gitterman.
Yeah.
Per Gitterman.
If he had not been able, so one of the rules we've been discussing, it's a new rule for as of 2018. Once you establish your attacking zone, you are not permitted to go back over the midfield line. Okay,
So very similar to basketball and
yes,
box lacrosse.
over and back. Very simply called. Oh, a nice save there.
Off the pipe. I think we could hear it up here in the booth if you couldn't hear it at home.
He didn't get down on that one?
He did
I
get
think
down.
he got a piece of it maybe?
Yeah, he got a
piece
piece.
to pipe?
Yeah, piece and a pipe.
Piece pipe?
Piece pipe. Number 10, Lenny Noring on the dodge, bounce shot, overhand. Seen some really good fundamental plays from Noring here today.
Well, Wales is trying to play defense with their stick right now, and I think that might burn them later on. These Germans are not afraid to take one check. They're going to keep running through that. We have said that they are a big physical team.
The Welsh are or the Germans are? We've got a little bit of an altercation here in the middle. Lenny Noring just gets in there and puts a stop to it.
You're a big Lenny Noring fan, aren't you?
I am a big Lenny Noring fan.
I think that's going to come against Germany, and I agree with it.
Yeah, he got up in the face.
On that, yeah, once I think, let's see, number 16 here. We got a name on that guy here. Yeah, 1-6, Felix Kins. Is he the Würzburg Felix?
To be honest, I don't know. I mean, you were in Würzburg last
Did a camp
couple months ago. I was back there in the fall.
Like
got
him,
some of the
yeah.
Würzburg crew riding in here. Goalie
And
Marion Wenzel.
And so what you saw there was he dropped the feed there, so he wasn't able to score. I think just a little frustration, a little trying to get the ball back there. Just started running into everybody he could see there. And I think it's by definition unnecessary roughness. This is a good.
Yeah, he got in there with the helmet, getting in the face. At 7-0, you don't need to get in the face.
Oh,
big cross check, flag comes out.
Absolutely. I think you got all 3 flags on the ground.
And another one for that big wraparound slash.
Could you get it? Yeah.
So I think we're definitely getting 2 fouls out of here. The referees.
2 different players, it looks like.
I think it's going to be on the same player. They're going to sub one.
Oh, sorry. I just saw the other German player running off, so it looked like he might have been guilty. So it looks to be 1 man down for 2. What number we got there?
15.
15.
Victor Braun.
Victor Braun. He sounds like a bad guy.
Yeah.
He sounds like a
TV villain.
Yeah, like a superhero villain.
Yeah. I mean, he's a super nice guy.
Oh no, Victor Braun.
Victor Braun's coming.
Oh no, not Victor Braun. But yeah, that first check he made would have been great had it not been
in the face.
So high.
Yeah. I mean, that guy ate his.
Yeah, exactly. If you put that same check right on the belly, right on the hip.
And like we talked about earlier from the Welsh team, they combined a bad play with another bad play when he took that big swing without controlling his stick. And Wales will take a timeout here. Head coach Rob Ingham-Clark trying to make the most out of this 1 man up. Good time to point out that personal fouls in World Lacrosse rules are always full-time serving. So with 1 man up for 2 minutes, this could be a great chance for Wales to get 2 or 3 goals on the board if they can take advantage, execute their man up, and also have a little bit of success at the face-off X if they haven't done that yet today.
This is still the first half, so that was their final timeout for the half. They did use that first one to retain possession.
I believe you're right.
Yes, so I don't believe they won't be able to ice the so-called ice the clock after that first goal. So they will probably lose 30 seconds of that man up. As the referee set the play. Just guys jogging in, jogging out. Usually takes about 30 seconds.
The referees do aim for a restart of 20 seconds after a face-off.
And you know what? It has gotten a lot better.
Yeah, that's one of the points of emphasis is always for the referees to be in their position early before the players so that they can keep the game moving. Everybody conscious of the fact that the clock's always running.
How do you feel about running clocks?
I really do like the rule now that the last 30 seconds of each period are stop clock, especially here as compared to a lot of league games where you don't have a visible clock and a scoreboard. Here you have a visible clock, so you know exactly how much is left, and that way you can make the most. Because, you know, you and I talked about it, right? You always want a countdown, an audible countdown in the last 10 seconds, because you get some really great plays out of those last 10-second plays.
Yeah, and those are the showstoppers, right? You know, those are the
big momentum
exactly.
plays. Yeah, hustle plays.
And those are the game changers.
Wales man up, moving the ball. Let's see if they can do something here with this advantage. German defense rotating, pinching in on the backside.
Very aggressive for just 4 players. They do have 5. Oh, and there's a.
They're disrupting that top center again like they did on the last man-up possession.
And there's a goal for Wales. Number 3, Josh Croney.
From that left side, the goalie's bottom left, so I don't think we expected to see the first goal come from that side of the wheel, as most players are right-handed.
Graham Teal has told me that Josh Croney's nickname is Dingle. So the first goal of the European Under-20 tournament for Wales comes from Dingle.
And now if they can get a little bit, there's 2 minutes left in the half. If Wales can get a little bit of this momentum at the face-off X, get another chance at the goal while they're still man up.
And you know what I just like to see right there is Rob Ingham-Clark, right? His team's down 7-1. Victory in the game. I don't want, it's obviously still a first half, but he was just all congratulations, all high fives, all positivity.
Yeah, I think Rob Ingham-Clark is a great hire for Wales to lead this young program. Great guy. I've actually never seen Rob Ingham-Clark pissed off.
I've played a couple box tournaments with him. You know, I've seen him get a little fired up. Nice. You know what? That's
the hustle play, the little bit of momentum we talked about.
And you know what? Honestly, they got a quality shot. Maybe not fast enough to beat the goaltender there, but you know what? He took the correct shot, took the hit. That will be another German man down.
Yeah, that's Hamburg goalie, number 13, Mishi Zinoviev.
And it looks like Gunkel headed into the penalty box there, and a very a skip pass. That's the correct pass, off the mark.
Yeah, Wales not able to correct there, and a missed ground ball by Germany, and then an unfortunate touch by Wales.
Yeah, Wales was looking to make the play. He thought the German player was going to make a nice, easy pickup, and
looks like we got a header from number 5.
Oh, and then a wrap check from number 8 there.
So we've got some end-to-end action here. 26 seconds left in the half.
Like that great wrap check there, forces it.
Good hitch. Another hitch, feed into the middle. Turn and shoot.
Wow.
Green ball will go back. So we're in stop clock now, 16 seconds left. Germany started this man-down possession really disorganized. You saw that it was 6-on-3.
Yeah, they're sending guys from all over the place.
So I think Germany got lucky there without getting another penalty on that one.
I would agree. I actually thought that not called push was a little more egregious than pushes that had been called. But hey, that's we're being reffed by humans, not computers.
Yeah, we did talk about being reffed by robots yesterday.
I don't like. You know what? I think I was coming off a game where I did not agree with the call of an official, but I don't want to be reffed by computers.
I don't want to be anything by computers.
That's why I shut my phone off.
Yeah. Robots.
So after the half, 7-1, we're going to leave you with the thought of robots. I'm Ryan Whitmer, joined by Brian Wallace. We will be back for the second half of Germany versus Wales here in Prague, Czech Republic, for the European Under-20 Championships. European Championships.
Man, ich bin dein größter Fan.
Auf geht's, Herr Oswald!
können wir ein bisschen mindestens, aber es reicht auch wir können schöne Offense spielen.
Thank you. Didn't see it. Thanks.
Ja, ja, auf jeden Fall. Immer schön weiter. Ja, gib die Jungs ein bisschen Privatheit. Lass die Jungs sein.
Immer den Weiß.
We're going to try to find out what time you think it's going to come through. gefunden. Ha? Ich habe eine Pussy für dich gefunden. Wen? So eine kleine Engländerin. Hat die lange Haare? Was? Hat die so Haare? Keine Ahnung, die hatte jedenfalls ein richtig kurzes graues Kleid angezogen. Die hab ich gesehen. Ja, ja. Wo der Arsch halt rausgeht. Ich glaube, dass sie halt erst um 15 ist. Ja. Mit so 3 Streifen. Ja, deswegen ist sie für dich. Warum? Die klären die dir. Okay? Nein. Es ist kein Nein. Dann werden sie durchgehen. Nein. Der andere ist noch weicher. Der andere ist schwarz, genau derselbe. Und älter. Fuck. Hat jemand gesehen? Doch. Millionen Livestream-Zuschauer. Meine Hälfte haben alle ein bisschen Vielleicht noch einen Breakout-Pass zu dir machen. Ja, okay, gleich mach ich, ja? Ja. Also ich meine im Spiel. Ja? Ich dachte, du jetzt aufwärmen. Nein, im Spiel. Oh. Das wäre mein Traum. Nur wie jetzt. Oh ja, Noah. Auf geht's, kommt rein! Reinkommen, auf geht's! Alle mitnehmen! Alle Rotzänder mitnehmen, der leckt noch was! Großer Kreis, großer Kreis, großer Kreis! Nicht so Kuschelkreis, Kuschelkreis! Let's fit! Let's fit! Rudel will und Rudel will. Zack, erste Halbzeit. Aber, von der Ballon so weiter ballern. Also weiter ballern, weiter für Andrew. Wo ist Andrew? Den wollen wir eigentlich. Den wollen wir an. Er denkt aber an, was die Coaches gesagt haben. Ja, jetzt haben wir nochmal die Gelegenheit dazu, auf selber zu spielen, bis in der Teamwork. Ja, wir hauen darum, dass jeder ein Tor steht oder was sollte. Auf geht's,
And so we are back here at the 2019 Under-20 European Men's Lacrosse Championships. I believe the Welsh fans just did the Australian Aussie, oi, oi, oi chant. So they're
I think they said Augie, Augie, Augie.
Augie, Augie. Yeah, I assume they said something that wasn't
Australian.
Aussie. But nonetheless, the Wales will need to come out fired up here to come back from a 7-1 deficit inflicted by the Germans in the first half there.
Imposed. Adi Sanchez, Papadopoulos.
I'd say inflicted. They were dangerous. Dangerous people inflict things. Imposed? Yeah.
Good feed into the middle. Can't quite handle it. Kicked on target.
Schweinsteiger.
Yeah, German names are fun to say, aren't they?
Yeah, that's the only German soccer player I know.
Nice kick, Schweinsteiger. Which I think actually means pig. Steiger.
Play it on me.
Like pigstone or something?
Pigstone?
Yeah.
So anyway, we will see a nice gentle clear here.
Wales still having trouble with the clearing game, but they get that one over the midline.
Good auxiliary help by the midfielder there. Yeah, they're still offsides. I mean, that's the correct call.
So more trouble for the Welsh team as they make their way into this opening game of the U20s.
You know, I'd rather have the ball taken away from me by like the opposite team or something. You know, when my own team and my own, whether it's me or my teammate, those offsides, those illegal procedures, illegal substitutions, they're heartbreakers. You know,
yeah.
All that hard work he just did, and it's like, darn it.
Big clearing pass from the Welsh goalie, Will McDonald to number 2, Will McDonald to number 3, Josh Croney. Crony's got the only
Oh,
goal
they're
of.
eating them alive.
Now we've got no call here on the over and back because Wales did not get the ball into the attack box.
Correct. Once you establish that offensive zone, then the offensive, then there's an over and back. Once that ball clears back over.
So we've got a slash call on Wales, which is lucky for the Germans. They turn the ball over in transition offense, but they'll get it back in the man up.
Penalty for Wales, number
And a really quick restart from the officials from behind the goal. Wales just now getting their man down set up. There's Bookmeyer again, overhand bouncer goes wide. Backed up by Wismer. Wismer's got a goal today. Bookmeyer's got 3 at least, maybe 4. Germany.
I would be. There's no way he has it. There's no way he has less than 3. I can count 3, and there's a shot there. I believe that he played that one with his body.
Yeah, Lenny put it right up into the undercarriage.
Way to play
there.
the bounce.
Will McDonald walking
And
that one off.
we will see the Welsh try to clear.
So Germany riding everybody with Wales a man down. That means there's only 6 guys in the field. There's number 45, Noah Jacob gets the ball back. Ground ball up to Sebastian. Sorry, Winton Bastian. And Germany will look to re-attack here in the man up. Wales still short one for the penalty. Now they're even. Their 6th man is back on. Slow to match up. Somebody's still open. Let's see if Germany recognizes. Coming on. The heat, I think, is playing into the factoring in here in the second half.
Have we talked about this? So we are at DEFCON 3 for hydration levels, and you get 20 minutes for a halftime. I was talking to Rob Ingham Clark. I don't want 20 minutes if I'm a player. I start to maybe cramp up a little bit. When I get 20-minute break, man, I'm done for the day.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to come out and warm up again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you actually did see England doing a lot of more aerobic stuff than they actually did lacrosse stuff.
Yeah, just to try and keep the legs loose, be ready to run. I agree with you. 20 minutes is too long for a halftime. Even I like the extra.
Especially in the hydration. Let's get this over with.
Yeah, let's not stay out here much longer than we need to. I like the breaks in the middle of the periods.
That I agree with, hands down.
Yeah, but I don't need a 20-minute break because I totally agree. I'm going to be tight and relaxed at the end.
I know my own personal body's just cramps are the issue.
Old,
yeah.
We're broken. We're broken.
You're broken. I'm old.
I am broken. Here's
And
Lenny
you're
Noring with
broken
the
and
one
old.
hand, feeds it through X. I'm still looking for some more out of Lenny here in this great off-stick hip. Is the Wales goalie a lefty? Will McDonald?
I want to say that Rob did say he has left-handed goalie.
So then that means excellent shot placement there from Bastian.
So the time locally is 1948. So that's roughly 7:30. That goal will be enveloped completely by that sun, that shade off of the building that we're standing in right now.
Do you think that's a hindrance though, because that shot was coming from
No, I'm
Crony's top left?
I'm saying now it's not.
Now, but it was earlier.
I'm saying the previous period, the second, what would be the second and fourth for the 6 o'clock start. So if I were, you what do you do? Scout the team, say, oh, do they have more righties or lefties? Where are they going to be shooting from? But you saw the Czechs really try to take advantage of that yesterday, shooting from anywhere inside that high sun area.
Another face-off and a ground ball win from Sanchez Papantopoulos from Frankfurt. He's in there to help try and get the ball back for his team down there in
He
the
might
corner.
be the toughest collegiate athlete outside of North America. Look at that. Number 13 for Wales there. You'll see in the top of your screen, Paul Worthington, wall ball Paul, absolutely going nuts in there. And I'd say that this ball belongs to Wales because of his aggressive on-ball play right there.
Little give and go on the clear, gives it to the short stick. He's running into a double. Now here comes the triple, quadruple from the Germans. And they're lucky to get that ball over midfield to number 22, Owen Braddock.
Oh, they almost had an odd man situation there, but unfortunately they will be going back to the defensive end.
Quick restart from the Germans. Here's Braddock at the midfield. Great hustle to get the ball back. And a timeout call from...
A fantastic timeout.
That's a really good timeout from Coach Pete DeSantis here early.
Wales was celebrating. They thought they had the turnover. I thought they did too.
I thought they did as well, and they need something to go their way. It's been a really tough afternoon for them, tough evening.
The check was a little up his back. I'm glad, but you know what? We talked about consistency. That same exact call. They're playing a little body. They're playing a little high. They're playing physical.
And he ran himself into that position too. Like you can't bail a player out for a bad decision.
Correct.
I mean, you could hear the Wales parents asking for some penalties when Wales had the ball in their offensive end, and they weren't getting it. And then to come down and get a flag, had they gotten a flag.
And so what you just saw there was the official signal a hydration break. So Germany will get their timeout. The officials will then tack on an additional, was it 7 minutes, 3 minutes?
I think it's just 3.
I think it's 3, right? I can't honestly.
So 2 minutes.
It's a lot of numbers. It's a lot of numbers. But they're tacking on an additional 3 minutes onto Germany's timeout.
It's science.
It's science, math.
Good look here at the Welsh huddle, Coach Robbie and Clark and
Kieran Garvey.
Yes, Kieran Garvey. Is Kieran Garvey also working with Portugal now? Is he the one that's been going to Portugal?
I don't know about that.
Because there has been a Kieran that's been in Portugal working with the Lisbon guys. Favorite club team name? The Lisbians. Excellent club team name.
Yeah?
Don't you think?
I thought it was the Lisbon Gladiators.
There are the Gladiators, but
They have 2 teams.
They have 2 teams. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, it depends on which tournament it is.
Yeah,
So you got the Gladiators and you got the Lesbians, and then they all take their jerseys off and put on their Portugal jerseys. Great time in Portugal if you've never been. The guys in Portugal.
That was just last weekend.
Yeah, very.
Or this weekend, I guess.
You know, it's really unfortunate that there's so many great tournaments in Europe during the summer. You just
During the same 3 weeks.
Well, unfortunately we talked earlier about the level and development of German lacrosse being the pinnacle of European, like the standard for all European development. Unfortunately, the German playoffs and finals moved 2 weeks later into the summer and disrupted the entire club tournament calendar.
It was very.
It was really
peaceful.
good. Yeah. Well, yeah, because you could go from Amsterdam to Lisbon to
Prague,
Berlin Open
yeah.
to Prague. Yeah, you could go literally weekend from city to city to city
For
and
a
play
summer.
tournaments for the
I
whole
think
summer.
you still can.
Well, but like that's what we're saying. There's so many
But now you
tournaments.
have to choose.
Right, 3 tournaments in one weekend. We've got.
And
what
then
do
you
you
throw
have?
in there's going to be a European and/or World Championship every summer.
Right, that's the problem. So the calendar is just too full. We need those couple of weeks back in June, and then it's hard figuring out. And then you throw in the women's events as well, and the women are struggling to find calendar dates where they don't overlap with either more tournaments or men's events, so that there's just only so many weekends where you can go out.
Well, there's only so many weekends.
Yeah, we need more weekends in
We
the
need
calendar.
more weekends.
And more hours in the day.
At least Scott gets 40 hours a day.
But we've got plenty of daylight here left in Prague. It's still 37 degrees here at almost 8 o'clock in the evening.
I went home at like 9:30, 10 o'clock last night. I swear it was light out.
Absolutely. European daylight time. I mean, who doesn't like daylight savings time? I tell you, find me somebody who doesn't like daylight savings time.
I mean, I like just the sun. I don't really care what time it is. I'm not a 9 to 5 guy. It never really bothered me, so I wake up when the sun gets up.
Heavy defense there from Aaron Eastwood, keeping that German offense out of the middle.
Great physical play there by Wales.
Both teams coming out here to bang around. One more pass across to the other side.
Oh, great save there.
Not a huge fan of that shot selection.
No, but I think that it definitely was on goal. Will McDonald did have to get down for it.
And Wales gets it over into their offensive end. Great timeout from the Welsh coaching staff. So
An equally good timeout.
So we're in the third quarter here. Wales trailing 8-1, and I think we're going to see our first, hopefully settled possession, settled offense from Wales, this young team in their first European Championships at the U20 level. Of course, because this is the first European U20 Championships, so that makes sense. Another timeout here. We'll take a short break.
Short break.
I'm Brian Wallace.
I'm Ryan Whitmer.
See you in a minute.
Ja, we moesten voor de increasement stehen und zweitbereit. Okay, de Tuchel is weg van de bal. Bal vangt hier aan. De backside hitten, muss reingehilft sein und ein zweiter Slide. Als die Ball getragen wird und die Adjacents tauschen, dann müssen wir mit mehr Druck an andere Männer spielen. Okay? Okay, Jungs, komm. Wenn die Ball auf dem Boden ist, dann ist es genauso wie...
Matchup!
And we are back. You hear the German crowd getting into it, hoping for a nice little takeaway. Wales looking to get us a settled possession here. Wow, great over-the-head check there, eaten alive.
So Eskander Isa disrupts Wales' first hopes at a settled offensive possession. Wales riding hard to get the ball back.
You know, I think that's something Germany's going to look to impose on other teams, and I think that's something that Wales obviously needs to work on. Is like, hey guys, we need to breathe.
Great ride and get the ball back from Dylan Braddock.
Still, look at this. Like, there's not a moment where Wales has been able to play offense without being touched.
Yeah, great, and that's kind of a hallmark of head coach
Nice
Pete
move
DeSantis.
inside there. He's got time, room. Great save there.
Two of the German defenders tripped over each other, let Braddock get to the middle of the field, but luckily Misha Zinoviev was there to gather the ball down low.
I've got 5 Welsh players still on the offensive end of the field, and that will cost them.
So a textbook 5-on-4 situation, Germany able to capitalize. We've got end-to-end lacrosse going on here in Prague.
This stifling is the word I will use for German.
Stifling heat?
Stifling defense.
Ah, yeah.
Stifling heat does apply. That is accurate, but absolutely monstrous defensive effort. And I tell you, in this stifling heat, that is not easy to stay on the hands, keep playing pressure. But you did see. I mean, let's say if they pressured on a team that they might see later in the week. That did cost them a great scoring opportunity, but Wales did get a great shot on goal.
Well, that's a Pete DeSantis hallmark. I mean, we struggled against Hamburg early in the German Championship game last weekend, and our first order of business was handling the pressure as we came across midfield. You'll see a Pole picking up the ball immediately across the midfield line, and you will see attackmen shut off in transition so that there are no easy passes. Wales really struggling. Actually, most of their turnovers coming between the restraining lines, not able to handle the pressure, get the ball through X or down to the attack because of that German pressure. So
yeah, no one said it's an easy way to play, but absolutely it does seem to be the most effective way to don't let Wales play offense. Don't let your opponent play offense.
Yeah, I think it's a calculated move, right? So they know when to put the 10-man on. They know when to disrupt the man down. See, here's the long pull on long pull, heavy pressure.
He's in trouble.
Double, gets out.
Great move there.
Germany really starting to swing some sticks right now. Let's see if they can stay out of foul trouble. Outside, off the side of the cage, Zinoviev
That's
out.
a great rebound there by Wales. What's number 8 back there?
Yeah, and he's free on, number 11.
Yeah.
He's free on the backside there.
Looks like the goal came off its moorings.
Yeah.
It's really on moorings, but just the place where it's supposed to be. Not moored at all.
It's unmoored.
Unmoored.
It's an unmoored goal. So Wales enjoying some time on offense now. Coach Rob Ingham-Clark letting them play open man in the middle.
That's a great opportunity. Hey, let's give it to these Wales guys. Great opportunities. They've got 3 good, solid scoring opportunities in the past minute.
Yeah, they're starting to get their feet under them a little bit. I mean, this is their first game of the U20s. Great pressure from Andrew Cropper along the sideline. That's not a great size matchup for Wales there. But
I would argue that. I'd not argue. I would not argue with that.
Yeah, Jacob Troth handling the pressure very well. I mean, remember, some of these kids could be 15, 16. We don't have ages on our roster here, but they're not all 18.
That would be interesting to see.
We got a 5v4 transition opportunity here. Germany coming down with the ball. Can't quite collect it up. There's Sanchez. Papantopoulos, he'll go to Noring. Still a numbers advantage situation. Let's see if they recognize. Germany turned away from the middle. So great job for Wales recovering from the man down situation in transition. And Germany will be forced to work the ball out around the top.
Speaking of age, I did get a message from Graham Teal that Wales' goalie is not even 17 years old.
That's great.
I mean, he used kind of like the British, he's not even 17, so I would assume that means he's 16.
So you got a voice message.
No, that was me impersonating. It is used like
Oh.
Old English, like texting. Like it actually came in, handwritten, like stamped. That's how they send their text messages in the UK.
Yeah, it came on proper stationery.
Yeah.
Great hesitation, look away dodge, and a goal.
You know what? He's standing up. He's not knocked down. I would say that's more Wales' fault, and that is a great move.
I agree with you. I mean, a look away fake. I got that one. I learned that from Coach Patrick Chappell.
That was a good move.
I mean, yeah, he got the defender to freeze his feet. It might be a little bit tired defense, but 6 of one, half dozen of the other. Both will get you a goal.
Can't swing sticks on a team like this.
Yeah, the Germans will just keep running.
They will just keep running. Got to play body out here.
I will say in my 3 seasons in Germany, I very rarely have to criticize or comment on lack of athleticism. Great athletes all over German lacrosse. They will run and run and run and work. A lot of things that come with experience and decision making is where you need to make a lot of the improvements, not try harder. I talk to my players all the time.
Have they blown the whistle back in?
They have. I mean, we're getting a lot of really great enthusiasm out of the German cheering section here to our left.
They did blow it back in?
They did, yeah.
Okay.
That's referee Greg Irwin from Northern Ireland, fun fact. So we got a Northern Ireland referee here. No Northern Ireland team. Anybody going to go start lacrosse in Northern Ireland?
I mean, if they're looking for...
I am ready to travel at almost any moment's notice. I'm homeless and unemployed now, so.
Are you on the Craigslist lacrosse? Like,
I don't think Craigslist is a thing anymore.
Craigslist is absolutely a thing. I just bought a ski rack for my car the other day off Craigslist.
You live in the Czech Republic.
I was
home.
Have a car? I was home for a little bit.
Oh.
Actually, I am getting a van over here.
I am too. What kind of van you getting?
It's like a Dodge Caravan, nothing crazy.
Where did you find one already?
No, it's it happened upon me.
Okay. I mean, if you come across any other vans, let me know because I'm not. This is not a joke. Open man in the middle, easy chance for Germany, and they can't.
That did not cost Wales, and that should have cost Wales.
Yeah.
Great save, absolutely fantastic save there by the not 17-year-old, the 16-year-old there. Will McDonald.
Was it a lefty kick save?
I think he got a piece of his leg on there, yeah.
Reminiscent of Ryan Giggsy. Let's make a Welsh soccer reference. And that one's not going to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just great shot placement from number 6, Kai Sontowski. I think he's a Hamburg guy as well, isn't he? Such a strong Hamburg presence on this German team, which
I coached a team in the ISB, the Belgian youth tournament there that's held every April or May, and it moves around a little bit. And we played against Hamburg, and I had a bunch of kids who were like 16 or so. And these Hamburg guys were just men among boys.
Yeah, I don't know what they feed the kids up there in the north of Germany. I think it's a lot of fish.
A lot.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, they feed them a lot.
But I've got big guys. I mean, when I first saw my defense in Cologne when I arrived in Germany, I was intimidated, and they were playing for me. I was like, I don't want to go up against you guys. Great ground ball off the face-off. Germany will have another settled possession. So Germany doing a great job, a much better job than Wales on the face-offs and handling the pressure. You can hear the countdown at the end of the quarter. That's why he took that shot.
Nice save by Will McDonald there. Nothing crazy. Good. I was hoping there was no shenanigans on that.
I don't expect to see a lot of shenanigans here because all these players have worked so hard for their spots on the team.
And they know that there's a long week ahead of them.
And if exactly. There's a long
whether you're the 1 or the 11. At this point, and I don't want to do. I guess that's announcing 101, and I'm not exactly a professional announcer, but I'd say you're thinking towards tomorrow, whether you're the 11 or you're the 1.
Absolutely.
Let's think about tomorrow.
Next play. And speaking of next play, we're going to take our quarter break from the 3rd to the 4th. Germany leading 11-1 here at the it's the second evening of the inaugural First full day of the U20 European Championships. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. I'm Brian Wallace.
You really had to think about that one.
Sperren die Hammer ab. Ja, wir haben unglaublich viel Zeit. Hey, aus der Sonne. Noch 6 Minuten. Ja, 6 Minuten. War ein bisschen hell, Digga, ich will nicht lügen, aber war in the motion. War in the motion. Defense, ja komm. Wir wollen Knusper machen, Simon und Kai. Simon, Knusper und Kai. Alle Midis und die Longs. Einmal Meter vor. Jungs, komm her. Pete, you're walking directly to the mic. There's the mic. Where's the mic? Here. I don't like it. Sure, man. Mic check. Hey. Kann ich auch nicht machen. Einfach nur den Körper hinter den Beinen ziehen. The man down the field. The man down the field. Bleiben am Getränkebank. Ja, bleiben am. So, wir haben jetzt wird den Ball engagieren. Nicht so weit aber dann wird den Ball engagieren. Lass den mal lieber. Den Ball, kommen nicht hin und das Haus ist schon. Nein. Wir holen rüber, wir laufen rein, dann steht der Ball, dann haut es weg. Weg den Ball, ja, weil ja, wir wollen immer diese Ausstellung, diese Konstellation. So, ja. Long pull, and then long pull. Zwei hoch. Regler. Und da ist eine hier im Fuß und eine auf X. Wie scharf? Auf X, der hilft ganz klein in den Fuß.
Beide hinten mitnehmen, beide hinten mitnehmen.
Mittlerer Longpull spielt wie eine Mauer. Was ich meine ist, der Ball da, wenn sie 2 Meter hoch, den Ball nach wenn der Ball auf Action geht. Okay? Beide schon in hier. Das geht auf Action. Den Ball geht auf Action. Und dann ein Scorer, Ball hoch, geht rein, schützt. Okay? Wie ein Kicker für den Ball. Wir rotieren alle Stationen. Auf Action dort wird, rotieren wir genauso. Ja, Einbauen auf rechts. Spielen wir den Ball. Zwei Männer in das Game, okay? Wir wollen nur einen Verteidiger.
Hey, mal auf!
Okay? So, der Ball ist hier. Wir gehen raus, wir spielen den Ball, es wird gepasst. Der kommt rein und dann wieder Richtung rein. Wenn es nur ein ist, ja, dann spielen wir den Ball.
Misha, sei bereit.
Wir machen das.
We gotta go! Fertig werden! Los, 3, 1, 2, 3, los!
Gut von Herr Berg.
Hello and welcome back for the fourth and final quarter of Germany versus Wales. Germany leads by a comfortable score of 11-1. The Wales has absolutely not stopped fighting. I'm Ryan Whitmer, joined by Brian Wallace. How are we doing today? What can we expect from this fourth quarter that might be different from the previous three?
You know, if I know Rob Ingham-Clark, head coach for Wales, and I think that I do, I would say he's giving his team the message that forget about the mistakes, keep playing the ball that you know you can play, looking for a few things to go right. And they had a good chance there on the opening face-off. Good look at the goal and an open man on the backside. Unfortunately, not able to connect the pass, but a solid opportunity to start the fourth quarter for sure. The score at this point doesn't really matter. It's just team development, playing for a little bit of pride, getting a couple more points on the board. Looking for little wins. Germany into their settled offense, 1v1 dodge, and things just going a little too easily for Germany here. That's Felix Kins, a name that I'm not familiar with. But a good underneath dodge, little wing dodge after carrying from X. You can see on the replay, he almost got it one-handed, but he was able to get his hand back on the stick after that Wales check. So we'll go back to the face-off X. Quick note. Goalie change for Germany. Number 39, Len Oswald in the cage for Germany out of Frankfurt. I think
That's
he's
what you were saying is a
15.
Yeah, not to be outdone by the Welsh young goaltenders. The Germans going for an even younger one.
Yeah, Len's a very experienced player even at 15. He's been a youth player for a number of years from Frankfurt. They've done an excellent job in the youth department. I'd say one of the best youth programs in Europe, aside from, let's say, perhaps the Czechs and all of their youth box. But as far as youth field goes, I think Frankfurt's doing the best job in the entire European lacrosse community.
Yeah, our buddy Per Olters is a Frankfurt product.
Yeah, and Frankfurt just made their first appearance at the German finals, winning their first trip ever. And I think I was talking to Andreas Papadopoulos, the father of German faceoff man Adi Sanchez Papadopoulos, and they had 10 youth players out of their youth team on that finals team. So it might not sound like a big deal for outsiders, but for youth lacrosse development to go.
Oh, it's massive. Oh, wow. This German team is just rolling.
Yeah. So Noring with a couple of assists already gets on the board with a nice shot placement, and he's assisted by Bookerman. Bookerman's already got 3 or 4, and he's going to add some assists to his point tally. I did talk to Wales coach Rob Ingham-Clark. He asked me for a little bit of a scouting report on the Germans, on the Germans. And I said they're well balanced all over the field. You can't shut off one guy. You can't relax on the ride.
Are you looking for a hole in the armor there? I mean, it's just you got to play your best game if you want to hang with the Germans.
Yeah, they're deep in the goaltending department. They're deep in the ride. I mean,
we've face-off. We'll see it again.
Yeah, that's still Papadopoulos out there.
Is it face-off? I think he might be 90%.
Yeah, I think he's in a fast break. We got numbers. One more pass.
and that's just
We talked about well prepared. Germany is clearly well prepared. Face off.
How many times has, but you know, any other team of the 7 other nations here, how many times have they practiced fast breaks? How many times have they practiced man up, man down? How many times have they practiced transition play?
I will say, watching the Irish last night play against the Czechs, they had clean, well-rehearsed man-up plays. They knew their matchups, they knew their assignments, but not like.
I would say they were well rehearsed in the second half.
Okay, yeah, I'll give you that. I mean, but not like what we're seeing from Germany right now. And
No.
that's the Czechs were disorganized.
This German team is
And here comes another fast break, 4v3, skip pass.
This looks familiar.
Look for it.
bounce pass.
Low angle shot,
Nice save
rebound.
there. You're in trouble.
And you can see we talked about the ride. There's 3 German jerseys around every Welsh player with the ball. There's number 22, Owen Braddock.
Yeah, there is just.
Yeah, there's
just-
triples. He's running into triples, quadruples teams. The Germans are swarming the ball.
That's a nice check.
Bookmeyer tried to go.
Oh, wow! I don't know about that call.
He hurt himself on that check. I
think they might get him for retaliation there.
You think he kicked him on the way up? Because we got 3 flags on the ground.
So
we'll see.
believe White hit Green.
Yeah, so let's see if we can see it on the replay. He's still down on the ground.
Again?
If you check your screen on the replay,
So
you'll see the big
Green
hit.
leaves his feet. Ready? Green leaves his feet. How does White get on the ground?
I'm not sure, but he was down before.
I think no. I thought Green might have put him down there himself, but it looks like White might have taken an injury. Do you have a number on that?
20 was it?
I can't see now. That the medical staff's attending to him.
So
it is the man who's down is assessed the penalty, correct?
Yeah, and they've given him a 2-minute penalty. So
Contact the head or targeting. And
I don't know. What did you think, Brian? I mean, Ryan.
I didn't think it was that egregious. Can we guys?
Scratch that. Number 16 from Germany, Alex Kings. 2 minutes. Sorry.
And we are having some word. Hold on here. We have had unofficial word that we were communicating with our officiating colleagues, assessors, and to our right, that the extra minute will be assessed because he was a quote unquote defenseless, or
It was a cross check. The hands were apart. They're going to show it again here. Still not sure how number 16 got injured on the play. It might have been.
Oh, he just kind of went down.
Well, I saw number 22's stick as he got hit go to either the neck or the shoulder. Not intentional, I don't believe.
I don't know.
It was just kind of weird contact. He might have put his head in there. Maybe a collarbone or a shoulder, hopefully
down.
not. Well, something,
My worry's concussion. But
the head was in there on the hit. But talking to the referee assessors, this doesn't look good when you've got the stretcher out there.
That's nuts. You never want to see that. No.
So just kind of awkward contact. I mean, you saw him. You saw the hit too. It wasn't like he came running in. His feet were.
No, he was,
right, so just awkward contact.
Green left his feet.
Well, he was trying to catch the pass.
No,
right?
I'm not saying that he.
He didn't leave his feet in an effort to hit.
No. White stood his ground.
Yeah, he was standing there.
Felix did not initiate an egregious check, but it was upon a quote unquote defenseless player, a player who when you make contact with a player, your response as the player making contact, it is your responsible for the other player's safety.
I would say the good news is that we can see him moving arms and legs. So obviously, we don't want to see any of this happening, but it's not as perhaps bad as it might be with a stretcher out there.
Everything we can say right now is speculation. I think we're going to give this one a break. We'll come back to you with hopefully a little more information, and our best wishes are right down with number 16 Felix Kins right now.
So for those of you watching at home, a little update from the field. Right now, number 16 for Germany, Felix Kins, is down on the turf still after some awkward contact during a loose ball. They're thinking either collarbone or more likely the C3, C4 vertebrae, I think, the top of the spinal column at the below the neck. There was perhaps some
what do they call
compression.
It? Loading, they call it, like a cranial loading, like when you do. So, and that's I've had a couple of text messages. Connor Wilson just wrote in there. He believes that Germany, Felix led with his head when he made that contact.
Yeah, looking at the replay of the hit, there's definitely you can see the German bench. Everybody's on a knee, concerned about their teammate. You don't want to see anything involving the head or the neck, especially these are all young men. Nobody wants to see any injuries here this week. Safety is number priority. I'm looking at assistant coach Max Bieber. They're going to bring the ambulance onto the field through the gate. Hopefully everything is from an abundance of caution, precautionary measures. So,
nice thing is that the hospital is only like a 5-minute drive away. Ambulance, we actually don't have an ambulance on site because
they're so close.
Yeah, we can have the one here in 5 minutes. The Czech ambulance corps is actually fantastic. You never stop seeing them. They take actually their health care very seriously here. So we should have an ambulance here very shortly. Unfortunately, we are very prepared for this.
Yeah, and then not something you want to see happen, but no. You have to hope for the best, plan for the worst. It looks like it's, so as we said, something with compression around the upper vertebrae. It looked like his head was in at the contact. Maybe it snapped back. Maybe he got, like you said, compression loading, or what did you say from Connor Wilson?
He just said, I got a text message from him right now here. Connor will put you in the line here. So he said, glad to see he's moving his lens. He just said it kind of looks like he led with his head. And I'll read the text message here. Yeah, it just said, yeah, he said, not an egregious penalty. Obviously, he didn't do anything malicious. It wasn't spearing, but his head was down when he made contact, and it's.
So probably a good time for us to step away again.
Yeah, let's,
while
we'll give you another update. Hopefully this is I think he'll be all right. We did see him moving his arms and legs here, but yeah, we're going to give you a minute here.
Wilton?
So a quick update for those of you at home. Felix Kins is moving arms and legs. They did put a neck brace on him and take him off on the stretcher. So hopefully everything is precautionary. Definitely our thoughts and prayers go out that he's okay.
It's just a reminder that this is a full contact game. This is a danger. This can be, this can be a dangerous sport.
But you and I both said that it's been a very, very
Yeah.
long time since we've seen that happen, where somebody had to be taken off the field in an ambulance. So, that's, I guess, in this situation, that's kind of the good news. You probably, if you saw on the live stream, or if you could hear the crowd, everybody here applauding for Felix all the way to
standing ovation. Just and you know what he did? He didn't go limp. He kind of laid himself down.
Yeah, and that might also be the good news. So, at the end of the day, even though these teams are competing and playing their hardest, it is a family here in this sport.
Yeah, Felix, if you do decide to watch this game later on, we just want to, our respect for you, buddy. That's you hell of a player, and we wish you the best. Look forward to seeing you back out there soon.
Yeah, hopefully very soon. Perhaps, like we said, everything is precautionary. If you're watching, the German team taking a re-warm-up lap across the field, the Welsh team taking a short lap. The game will resume here shortly. The show must go on. And if you're just joining us, Germany 14, Wales 1 here in the fourth quarter of day one, the first full day of the U20 European Championships here in sunny Prague, very sunny Prague.
Yeah, I think we're gonna cut out here for a little bit. We'll pick you back up when we do start the game here. Both teams just need to get the legs back under them. The field was obviously cleared for medical reasons there. We will see Wales start man up.
There was a 2-minute cross-checking penalty. Unfortunately, it was against
Germany.
Against Felix, and he was injured in that contact.
These calls are made for all player safety, not just the player who's getting hit, but that player delivering the hit. So I'm Brian Whitmer, joined by Ryan Wallace. We'll pick up with you shortly.
Und Arme rückwärts. Wir können uns das richtig schön nochmal 2 Minuten unsere Down üben. Heute Abend lernen wir auch die National.
Du darfst gleich 2 Minuten auf der Bank verbringen.
Über die Hürde, runter durch, hinterherziehen. Mann, Vincent.
Anscheinend gibt die haben sich verpflichtet, dass innerhalb des war fast geklappt.
Eine Bahn auf Squat Jumps, dann ziehen wir uns an.
Ich gehe für Vektor.
So, und wir schnappen uns Bälle. Stärker, Mann. Nicht mehr.
Sag mal weg. Verteidiger schön übers Feld. Beine warm kriegen. Sicher.
Mann, komm her.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Pause,
Max?
Alter. Spielen wir noch die, oder so ist die Frage, spielen wir noch diese Defense?
Man down zu mir, man down zu mir. Simon Wimmer.
Gib mir mal ein paar Schüsse. Ja, mach aber schnell, Micha, wir haben noch 10 Minuten frei.
Jungs, gib mal. Aber wir wollen auf dem Stream sein. Micha, ich glaube, der Fehler ist nicht bei dir. Ja, deine auch. Heat, 1 minute.
Lernt uns mal gefallen, bitte, und kannst mir helfen, diese Bälle
Okay, John. Okay. Deutschland kommt nicht auf. 1 minute. Winnie, we have you in on attack, you release after 2 minutes. Yeah? Mit? Felix und Noah, ihr beide seid auch drauf, ja?
2 Minuten Man down. 2 Minuten Short.
Ja. Boys, wenn wir die beiden die Offense bekommen, ne?
Gotta go,
Killen wir das.
Jungs, wenn ich werde, wir machen hier ganz klar weiter. Volle Fokus, volle Konzentration.
Welcome back to Wales versus Germany. We are in the fourth quarter. Germany currently holding a comfortable 14-1 lead. Wales will be man up for 2 minutes from the cross-checking penalty before the medical break. So we'll be 6 on 5 here. And it's, you know, a little bit tough, Brian, for us to regain.
Yeah. We were having a nice little jovial time here, but we are reminded that the sport, you know, sometimes there are guys who will go down, and, you know, we wish them the best.
Germany pressing out on the man down.
Almost cost them there.
Yeah. So, yeah, everybody, players, coaches, referees, everybody's got to get focused back here on the game. And I'm sure
just a reminder to all of our players here, just play safe, you know, keep playing hard, but I'll also be aware, you know, player safety is everyone's responsibility, not just the players getting hit, but it is, you know, as your responsibility, you know, delivering a hit, you cannot, you got to take care of yourself.
Here's a 4v3,
Fast
5v4,
break.
Yep.
Wow, gets there. Not an ideal pass, but he's able to hold on to it.
Great handle from Winton Bastian there, and just an absolute rifle of a shot.
Yeah, I thought the player coming down on that fast break there, he almost was it 21 there?
Yeah, Wales reverse rotated.
Yeah, Wimmer, Simon Wimmer. I'm going to go with the German pronunciation
You
of the
got to
name.
put the R way back in the back of your throat.
Wimmer.
Wimmer. Yeah, he read the reverse rotation.
We can have a little fun.
Well, yeah, I think we're
We'll
getting
get
back.
there.
Slowly getting
Yeah,
back.
we'll get there.
We got about 8 minutes and 55 seconds to get back there. So back to the face-off X. We've got Finn Post at the face-off X for Germany. And it'll be a loose ball face-off infraction. A little bit of a
quick whistle is not.
That's not a situation with a quick whistle. Well, I mean, I guess it could because
could have been.
Yeah, you're correct. If 22 from Wales
had stood still to begin with.
Yeah.
A great look over the top. He's got him.
Great save from Len
Excellent
Oswald.
save. Yes. Talk about the youngster coming into the game. I believe that might be his first save of the game. Unfortunately, Germany's not able to clear. We will see Wales continue this. Another look down low. Great handle underneath. Diving play. That might be the nicest goal of the game.
That is the nice goal of the game. I think that's something that Wales is looking for. You can see the Wales coaching staff getting loud on the sideline.
An excellent, excellent diving play. One-handed grab by Dylan Braddock.
So Dylan and his brother Owen both playing for this Wales team. And just that, you are right, Brian, that is the goal of the game so far right now. Back to the face-off X. I don't know if we got a real good look at the replay
Actually, I just found out Dylan Braddock will be playing at Binghamton in the fall. Would like to give a shout-out to Mrs. Zink at Brother Rice High School, Michigan.
So obviously we've got a U.S.
Mrs. Zink, I hope you're paying attention here. Thanks for sticking with us with a delay there. Braddock, excellent goal.
So I think Adi Sanchez Papatopoulos is still 100% at the X here for Germany.
Have they run more than one face-off play?
They've sent number 17 Finn Post in twice now, and obviously Sanchez.
Who needs stats when they have Ryan Wallace mentally clocking everything?
I have no idea what's going on.
I know.
Kai Sontowski down the alley, rolls back, moves it to the other side, and another cannon from the Germans. And that's Justin Wismer's second of the day today.
And so Germany did score that goal full strength. I'm not sure exactly when, probably the last 30 seconds they were released from that 2-minute full-time served penalty for cross-checking. So both teams trading goals here. Definitely a very exciting
It's not. It doesn't feel like a 16-2 game, does it?
Shut the scoreboard off and guess the score. You know, I'd probably go with an 8-4 kind of deal, or maybe a little bit more than that for Germany. Germany is pouring on goals, and This is the most goals we have seen from any nation yet this tournament.
True.
And I don't believe this Wales defense, this Wales team I don't believe they're the worst. I think Germany is that good.
Yeah, I think Wales felt pretty good in their 6v6 earlier, but I mean, this looks like a Pete DeSantis team. There's a lot of transition going on. He's letting the guys play. He's not controlling things a lot. You can hear him. He's vocal. But he's
kind of fun to watch.
As a coach?
Yeah, just visually. Beard, bald, glasses, Vans, Converse. What a save!
That wasn't even the goalie.
That wasn't even the goalie.
That was a 10-man again.
That is an illegal play in
U.S. high school.
U.S.
Because that player's not wearing a throat guard.
Correct. Or a chest protector. Or anything.
Yeah. So a great save from number 38,
and
Joel.
An aggressive
Joel
ride
Addy.
could turn that ball. Is that going to stop?
Great
Green
body
looks like
play.
Green's playing from out of bounds, but I can't tell from here.
So I tried to force that across the crease. Great pickoff from Will McDonald. He's still in the cage for Wales. Another aggressive ride. The takeaway check. Noah Jacob takes it away, moves the ball, can't connect on the pass. So Wales gets a little lucky on that one.
Yeah, if he caught that, I mean, he had all kinds of time.
Yeah, more time than he realized. So I think that comes with age, right?
Yeah. I think in actually the attack when they're 45 for Germany, I do believe that Noah Jacob had more time to make that pass, make a better pass.
So Germany back in the 10-man ride. If you have a look at the German cage, it is empty.
Jesus, yeah, he is just. I think 4 different players got a piece of him.
Ground ball from Len Oswald, picks up that, moves it to the backside. Maybe.
And you know what? This German team isn't even as good as I think we're going to see them later on this week.
I was thinking that too. I mean, I think they're playing really well right now, but there's still more to improve on. But then also, are they giving away too much right now that they might want to have kept secret against, let's say, an England or an Ireland?
I believe everything they've done is pretty simple.
They're throwing a lot of 10-man ride today.
Yeah, you know what? I might have kept that in my back pocket.
They don't have any trick plays yet. You got any trick plays, Brian?
I have so many trick plays. That Ethan Chapman deserves all the shout out for that one.
So great hustle play, end-to-end lacrosse. Even here late in the fourth quarter. Coach Rob Ingham-Clark will use his final timeout in the second half.
Did you know Ethan Chapman was the U11 spelling bee champion in 2013?
For Wales?
For Wales.
They got a lot of weird words. Lots of consonants.
Wow. The Welsh spelling bee champion?
Yeah.
That's actually probably a big deal.
I think one of their words has something like 38 letters, and a lot of those are D's and Y's.
Oh, yeah.
Lots of triple. Do you know what here's a fun fact for you, Welsh fun fact. I'm going way back in my memory banks to like 2005 to 2007. When you have a double D in a Welsh word, it's like or is it like a double? You got double L's and you got double D's. Double D's a TH, I think, and then a double L. Take your tongue, put it on the roof of your mouth, and then blow air out the side of your back teeth. Can you do that?
Sorry, what?
Yeah, you heard me. Put your tongue on your roof of your mouth, and then blow the air out out the sides. That's a double L in Welsh. So
my.
Yeah, you like that?
For anybody at home who heard that.
That was a double L in Welsh.
So Welsh.
Yeah, well, sort of.
Anyway, yeah, so we are back to having a little bit of fun up here in the booth here, but
3:30 left in this game.
3:30 remaining in the game here. I believe was the German timeout.
That was Wales timeout.
Wales. Is there a final timeout? No. Germany took that first one that was added on to hydration.
So Wales, and some people watching at home, you saw that Wales had a transition opportunity. Coach Rob Ingham-Clark used the timeout. Maybe some people thought that was not a good idea, but they wanted to set up a play and run some 6-on-6 offense. They had a good look, just couldn't connect the passes. So the opportunities are there. I think Wales will be looking at improving in that area, right? Fundamentals.
I would like to see. I know it's keeping this stat, but I would love to see forced versus unforced turnovers for Wales.
I think that's one of the most important stats to keep.
But
Somebody's keeping it.
No, they're not.
Well, somebody somewhere.
Someone should be.
I'm gonna go ahead and shout out Dave Hallows. Should be keeping the forced versus unforced turnover ratio somewhere. We got great clear to captain Leonard Noring. He's got no defender on him. Let's see if he decides to step out and rip it. Face dodge, that's his move. And that's a nice one.
A very late face dodge.
Well, he's casual. He's casual.
Casual
face dodge.
Is the right word?
I've seen him score that goal many times this season. It's one of my favorites of his goals. That is a textbook Lenny Noring goal. And a great off-stick bouncer. If you saw on the replay, I mean, he's a lefty goalie. Lenny adjusting really good for the really well.
Really well, yeah. I was
that was
about the
poor
eagle.
English.
Really well.
Yeah, that was you're doing Welsh pronunciation of English.
Of the word well, yeah. Well.
So back to the face-off X we go. Germany leading 17-2 with 2 minutes left, so we're in stop clock time.
What's going on here?
I don't know.
Thanks for saying that. I don't know.
Another face-off win, so that would be Finn Post's first face-off win of the game. I think he's taken now 3 or 4. Great ground ball from number 24.
I would venture that he has more than one win. I think they're sharing the face-off X a little bit more than that. We might have just not noticed.
It's entirely possible.
I would say it's probable. It's more than possible.
Germany quite happy to
kind of eat some clock here.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
There's nothing to prove at this point.
No.
Just playing ball for fun.
At that point, you're honestly talking about giving something away. Whether it's energy, whether it's play, like maybe somebody has a left hand that we haven't seen yet. There's definitely some English scouts in the seats here or watching at home here. Yeah, and obviously that's good sportsmanship as well. Not watching practices. If you're doing your homework on Germany, how would you counter this German team? If you're England, if you're Israel, if you're Ireland, like if you're the Czech Republic, what holes in the army are you seeing?
That is a good question. And I haven't seen the English team, so I don't know what kind of athletes they have. I mean, you can go for matchups. Maybe you throw. I mean, there's some easy answers, right, that I'm just grabbing out of the air. Maybe you throw a zone defense at Germany, but you don't do it in your pool play game. You do it in your medal game.
I had 2 answers, and zone might have been.
I mean, the first one is you prepare for the 10-man, right? So you don't give the ball back to Germany.
Prepare for the 10-man.
You pull the face-off so that you don't give them extra possessions.
The simple one is you need to run by somebody.
Yeah, and that's one thing that we talk about a lot when on teams that I work with is everyone handles 1v1 pressure, right? It doesn't matter if it's a long pull. Everybody handles 1v1 pressure. So Germany will get out of their first game with a big win, big statement. I think you're right, Brian. You said something earlier that Germany did more to a better team than England did earlier to Latvia.
Could England have done more? I actually think that England played a very classy game.
Which is a word that you think about when you think about England, right? Classy.
That's not very nice.
No, I mean that genuinely.
No, yeah, I actually.
England is,
If they can gain an advantage by pounding someone, I think they do.
Yeah, but no, what I mean is the England as a country and a culture.
How are you gonna walk this one back?
Well, you're the one that said it wasn't very nice, not me.
You said they weren't. Anyway, Ryan Walsh joined by Brian Whitmer here. 17-2 your score final here for Germany over Wales. Prague, Czech Republic, your European men's under-20 championships this year, 2019. I'm Brian Whitmer, joined by Ron Walsh. Thanks for checking in with us. Follow along at EC19Lax on Instagram. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram and all those other fun things. www.ec19lax.cz or however you found this game stream. Just keep following along that stream the rest of the week here. Brian, anything else to say as we close out here?
No, the sun is down. I think it's quite pleasant. A great night for a game. Great night for some lacrosse.
Pleasant night in a pleasant place. All right, have a good night, folks.
Papa,